The president of Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro, has confirmed that he spoke by phone with the president of the United States, Donald Trump. The disclosure came during a televised address from Caracas, where Maduro described the call as respectful and cordial, taking place 10 days earlier amid heightened U.S. military activity in Latin America. According to the recording broadcast on state television, Maduro said he personally communicated with the U.S. president as tensions continue to shape relations between the two countries. In his words, "I had a call and spoke with the president of the United States, Donald Trump." I can say that the conversation was respectful, and I can even say that it was cordial between the president of the United States and the president of Venezuela. This confirmation is the first on-record acknowledgement from Maduro regarding direct communication with Washington during a period marked by strategic movements and increased U.S. military presence across several points in the region. His comments suggest a potential shift in tone, even as political, diplomatic, and security issues remain central to bilateral dynamics. In the televised segment, Maduro continued by framing the call as a possible opening for renewed diplomatic engagement. He stated that if the conversation indicates the beginning of a new phase of state-to-state dialogue, the Venezuelan government would respond positively. Maduro said if this call means that steps are being taken toward a respectful dialogue from state to state, from country to country, then welcome dialogue, welcome diplomacy. The remarks were broadcast by Venezuela's state network VTV and later distributed through AFP's news service. The footage, recorded in Caracas on December 3, includes two sound bites in which the Venezuelan president outlines his interpretation of the communication and the broader implications he attaches to it. While Maduro described the call as cordial, he did not provide details regarding the agenda, the specific points discussed, or any commitments made during the exchange. There was no immediate public confirmation from Washington regarding the content or tone of the conversation. The timing of the call, which Maduro said occurred 10 days earlier, places it within a period of ongoing U.S. military movements in Latin America. These developments have been monitored closely in Caracas, where the government has frequently expressed concern about regional deployments and their implications for Venezuelan sovereignty. Maduro's comments appear to underscore a willingness to re-engage diplomatically under certain conditions. Throughout recent years, relations between the two countries have been strained by sanctions, political disagreements, and disputes over governance, elections, and regional security. The Venezuelan government has repeatedly framed dialogue as essential while accusing Washington of interference. For its part, the U.S. government has long demanded political reforms and accountability from Caracas. In his television appearance, Maduro focused primarily on the tone of the call rather than its substance. He emphasized the manner of communication, suggesting that respect and cordiality could serve as the basis for broader diplomatic steps. His message reiterated the Venezuelan government's stated preference for engagement conducted directly and formally without intermediaries. The statement was delivered without visible advisors or additional government officials present on camera. Maduro's comments were directed to a domestic audience as well as to international observers, highlighting the significance he attributes to the call in the context of Venezuela's current geopolitical environment. The Venezuelan president did not address whether further communications are planned or whether the call reflected any adjustment in U.S. policy. He did not mention any specific requests, proposals, or concerns raised during the exchange. Maduro's remarks also did not reference regional reactions, neighboring countries, or multilateral organizations that have been involved in discussions around Venezuela over the past several years. The focus remained on the direct bilateral aspect of the phone call and its potential for opening channels of discussion. Although issues such as sanctions, migration, energy policy, and security are recurring topics in relations between Washington and Caracas, none of these subjects were detailed in the excerpts released to the public. The short soundbites were limited to Maduro's characterization of the conversation's tone and potential implications. The references to U.S. military movements came in directly through the broader context provided by the televised news script accompanying the recording. The news package described the call as occurring amid a U.S. military buildup in Latin America, though Maduro did not expand on this aspect during his statements. For several years, both countries have communicated sporadically, often through intermediaries or in limited issue-specific channels. Previous contacts have mainly focused on energy sector discussions, prisoner releases, migration concerns, and sanctions relief negotiations. Maduro's comments did not indicate whether the latest phone call was linked to any of these existing areas of dialogue. As of the latest broadcast, the Venezuelan government has characterized the communication strictly as a respectful and cordial exchange. Maduro presented the call as a sign that diplomacy may continue, provided the dialogue occurs between sovereign states on equal footing. In the second soundbite released by VTV and AFP, Maduro repeated this position, emphasizing diplomatic engagement as a constructive path if conducted respectfully. His exact words were, once again, "If this call means that steps are being taken toward a respectful dialogue from state to state, from country to country, then welcome dialogue, welcome diplomacy." The broadcast did not include questions from journalists, follow-up remarks, or additional clarifications. The segment consisted solely of Maduro's direct statements to the camera, accompanied by brief on-air descriptions and production notes, specifying that the footage was intended for AFP subscribers. No further background information was provided regarding how the call was initiated, which side proposed the communication, or what prompted the timing. There were no references to intermediaries, formal diplomatic channels, or back-channel discussions. Maduro's framing of the call suggests he sought to highlight the potential for reducing tensions and to position Venezuela as open to dialogue under mutually respectful conditions. His remarks reflect a long-standing public message from the Venezuelan leadership, which often underscores sovereignty, direct communication, and diplomacy as central principles. The release of the soundbites follows a series of public statements in recent months in which Venezuelan officials have commented on international overtures, sanctions, negotiations, and political initiatives affecting the country's governance and economy. However, none of these themes were explicitly addressed by Maduro in this specific video segment. The United States has not yet responded publicly to Maduro's description of the call, nor has it confirmed the characterization of the exchange as cordial. Any official U.S. response may clarify whether Washington views the call in similar terms or whether it was tied to specific policy discussions. The tension referenced in the broader narrative, particularly the U.S. military buildup in Latin America, has remained part of regional security discussions. However, without more details on the call, it is unclear whether military deployments, exercises, or operational activities were addressed directly by either leader. Until additional information is released by either government, the only verified content from the conversation remains the two soundbites aired by Venezuela's state broadcaster and disseminated through AFP. These statements form the complete public record of Maduro's account of the communication. For now, the Venezuelan president has described the phone call as cordial and respectful and has emphasized that if it signals a broader shift toward diplomacy, his government is prepared to engage. His statements reiterate a willingness to participate in dialogue framed explicitly as communication between sovereign states on equal terms. The situation continues to develop as further confirmation or clarification may emerge from Washington or Caracas. For the moment, the only official account comes from the remarks delivered by Maduro on Venezuelan state television. The Venezuelan president says he spoke with the US president in a respectful and cordial exchange and has indicated that his government welcomes further diplomacy if conducted on a state-to-state basis.